Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 15 after 20. I was just having a look at these dirty green overalls. They're by the parking garage, so I'm not sure what they're for. They seem quite different to the blue overalls hidden on the wall here. So there you go. That's today's countdown conundrum question. So here are our current jobs. Although we have got enough money, I've been promising a trip to the auctions house. Let's go purchasing from the auctions house. Oh, good grief, it takes so long to load. Right. So the vague plan here is to perhaps buy something I want to do up, and also something to get for cash. Do I want a Royale GTR? I don't already have one, and it's nice enough to look at. I've not even bid on it yet. It's gone from 10 all the way up to 16. Oh, I was going to say my first bid gonna win it. So we get this for 20 grand? No, not even. Not even. It's good that it comes in at such a distance from its end amount. Do I want to spend 20 odd grand on this? Or 30 grand? No, not really. So in that case, click next car. Am I of any ers? Well, partly they look awful, and partly I don't like the name. Anything which makes you sound like you're going, not interested. Royale Crown. That sounds like some sort of baby thing. Your baby's crowning. Ooh, is it a Royale? I don't know. Anyway, don't want one. Crappy looking things. Oh, another Royale GTR. This time, more expensive. I put a couple of bids in. Got an awful colour as well. One more bid. No. Stick to my guns. 3 more cars. It's a Miavini Ers. Clicking on the next button. Yeah. Now I already have a Salem Flamo. And it's not that I remember, it's because I wrote them down beforehand. Old style sporty car. I don't have one of these. I mean muscle car, sorry. Sporty car. And it's so cheap. How can we refuse this? What should go for, like 20 grand or something daft? Stop bidding on it. That's not how it works. You meant to let me win it. Don't you know how auctions work? Stupid game. Why am I arguing with a game? Stop bidding on it. It's not worth this much. Stop it. Jesus Christ. Oh, I kind of wish I hadn't bought that now. I'll send it to parking for now. 20 grand on a lump of old... Yeah, whatever. Next. Alright, last car of the day. Not something I'm interested in, so we get to run away early. How much is it going to go for? 4 grand. I can buy one of these to do up and sell. Go on, no one else bought. Get it for 1 bid. You know how sometimes you go into an auction, you make a maiden bid and it goes for that? That never happens at this auction. Oh, wow. Oh, so that's the garage. So there we go. Yeah, I was going to say we could leave early if it's the last car, but as it happens, I've stayed till the very end. Still at the auction. For some reason, even though there's no more cars, I'll just sit here for a while and chat. So, no. Right, yes, here we are back at the garage. I was miles away then. Okay, so this is our little hunk of junk. So we're buying this for the express purpose of fixing up and selling it. so strip all the stuff off. I'll probably be buying some extra lights and stuff for it, so I don't need those anyway, but let's fix all this shit up. Clicking on the things incorrectly. There we go, alright. So now let's see if any of those work. Or 100% rather. One 100%. Oh yeah, cleaned all the chocolate off. No, that's not what I wanted. So that was the only thing that got worse. There we go, that's not so bad, not a bad start. Alright, and all this crap will have to come out. Am I doing this now? Am I? I don't know, am I? Looks like I am, to be honest. Katsumoto. Do 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 do. Taking all the bits off willy-nilly. With no thought or plan. Attack! Pull all the bits off. Pull the bits off. There we go, pull it off. Sounds rude, pull it off. Rudeness. Woo. Taking all the chocolate off. Putting it all to one side. And then we're going to melt it and reformulate it into nice shiny chocolate. Chocolate? It's a new form of chocolate. Chocolate! Cannot. What's that? Oh, I've got to take this little covery thing off. I forgot about these. Not dealt with one of these for a while. It's all starting to fold. It's got a little cover over it to stop it getting cold. And oh yeah, throttle intake manifold. There we go. There's your fuel rail, and then we can take your head off. That's right. Off with his head. There we go, and then we can see the fuel pump, pistons rather. I can't take those off yet. They only take the oil pan out. Yes, that's correct. There we go. Get the some bits off. Alright, what else can we get out here? Starter motor on this gearbox. We've taken that off already? Oh no, there it is. And then the rest of it has to come off from various other places. Let's stick it on a lifter. This is our work lifter, our project lifter rather than our everyday work lifter over there. Yep. Alright, so in we go. We can get rid of none of that because we're not in a wheel. Let's take the wheels off. Take the wheels off the bus. No longer do they go round and round. We are long past that shit. Why can't I take off the... Oh, so I'm not clicked on it, the axle. I was thinking, I'm sure I have to take the axle off for the little hub thing. That is correct, we have to click on it. How frustratingly accurate-y. Oh, where's the sway bar? I always forget to take the sway bar off. It's hidden behind the shock absorber it is. Oh, and you've got to take the screws off. Oh, so many different things you have to remember. Right. So this side, I know we need to take the wheel off, of course. I think we've come in the other wheel hub and we've kind of clambered through the car and we've come out this side. So when I press escape, theoretically I'll be looking at the other side of the car. It's kind of worrying in a it doesn't matter at all and I'm just making stuff to talk about kind of a way. Good. Glad we got that sorts out. That's all that nonsense. There. So, yeah, I'm on the other side of the car. Doodly-doo. Alright, that's all that shiz. Wow, it's chocolatey. I suppose we knew that it was going to be chocolatey. That's why we've bought it, so we can make it unchocolatey and make massive profits. I haven't taken any notice how much money I had before I started. I had about 50 odd grand when we went to the shop. So we bought 2 cars as well. Crikey. Crivens. Crikey. Faux Australian accent. I do apologise. I was very drunk. Right, okay, that's all that bit. I don't think there's much else we can take off here. Let's click on all the other bits. Put it into assemble mode when we don't want to do that. That's good. Muscle memory. But it's forgotten when to work properly. It's my muscle memory firing off, but it doesn't know when to. It's like, is it now? Is it now time to be in assemble mode? No, it's not time to be in assemble mode. Stupid fingers. Oh. We're helping. You're not helping at all. Wait for the brain to give you a command, and then oh, that's boring. I don't like waiting for the brain. I don't know why my insides talk like a nasal fucking anorak type. That's just how we sound. As you well know, because you listen to us talk all the time. I don't know why I'm doing this. Right, let's not take that out. Let's put it up in the air, as if we weren't in any way caring. And spread its legs to the wind. And press the button, as the song goes. Right, now we can remove the need to be in the air parts. I do have to actually take this separately out. Oh no, it's not the only thing keeping it on. There's other shit too. And then we can remove the knuckle as the sway bar. That's got bits on the other side still. Alright, whoop. Take off these cross member arm things. And, oh no, I do need to take it out. There you go. Stupid bloody rubber bushings. Oh, you're joking. I've got to take each of these out. What a tedious waste of time. Right, good. Unlike all those other wastes of time, which are in fact not tedious at all. You see, when I click down here, can I be in the front still? I think it's because I'm not clicking near enough the front of the car. Which is a bit irritating, but understandable. Alright, so what we've got left here? Rubber bushings to remove from here, probably. Gonna drain the oil out of the engine, or suffer the $100 consequences. Right, so I've got to take these bushings out of this as well. Oh, there's an oil filter to remove. Alright, oops. There we go. And one final, whoops, rubber bushing. Come on, there we go. Right. Dancing with an oil drain. Come, Mr. Drainy, let's do your job. You work like the normal cars, so I just have to get that almost lined up there, and job's a good one. Alright, now let's be having you. One oil pan. Right, so now let's get a bit closer. We need to take off these crankshaft caps. There we go. And then let's take those pistons out from up top, and then we lift it up again to get out the crankshaft, I think, maybe, and then we put it back down again to take out the block. So, pistons. take out the crankshaft? No, it has to be from underneath. Yeah, that's a shame. So I have to go up and down a few times. So now take the crankshaft out, and then back down again. Whoop, whoop. There we go. That is one empty car. No sway bar left in or anything like that, like one of my other cars. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, if I was better at music, that would have been the star music from Mario Kart. But I forgive you for not recognising it. I wasn't sure first. I'm doing a tune, what is it? And there we go, right, so and then we sell all the crap. Yeah. In fact, all this shit is fully, what's it, will go. So any of that. It's a nice shiny car, not dull in any way. Yeah, these souls. Why didn't I sort this by condition? Yeah, some of this stuff might be used from other builds, but to be honest, it's more of a hassle checking what you've got. Alright, so that's all those. Let's just see if any of the major parts are... No, okay. Got a radiator though, so there we go. Sorted. So you can stick some of these big cross members in. Yeah. There we've got some of the bits. Oh yeah, some of the bits. No. No, oh. Steering rack, yes. Engine block, no. What about this side? Any of these? No. Okay. Some bits. Where? Oh. I've lost the back end of the car. No, I haven't got that bit either. Oh, I've got a couple of rear axle housings, so let's get them out. Rear suspension arm, the odd bit here and there. How come we didn't sell that? Suspicious. So we don't have cross member. Right, anyway, so I wasn't going to put that back together again, so there we go. That's the start of that project. This is just a money grabbing project, so I suppose it doesn't really matter if it's not 100%, but that's just the way I roll. Just how I roll. So let's see if there's a quick job to finish off with. Nah, not really. Okay, it doesn't really require it, so let's get rid of these boring looking jobs and we'll wait for some nice little jobs. So let's just do a bit more on this then as we're here. I've got nothing else to do at the moment, so we've got a cross member in. Let's buy some bushings. How about that? Rubber bushings. So we need at least 4 for the front, 4 for the back, I think. These cross membery bits. In you pop. There we go. Oh, and bolty bolts. Almost forgot the bolty bolts. Rubber bushing. Rubber bushing. Okay, that's those. Nice. Alright. So what do we need here? We need a front sway bar. Okay. Front sway bar. There's 2. Mine's just a normal one. Pressed all the wrong buttons. Front sway bar, normal. Yep. So what do we need here? Front steering knuckle A. Front steering knuckle A. And is that a front wheel hub? Front wheel hub. Front wheel hub. Wonderful. And inner tie rod times 2. Yeah. Outer tie rod times 2. Whoop. There we go. So what's this lower suspension arm? Let's get one of them. Or D2. Lower suspension arm. Lower. Whoop. Okay. What else? Got upper suspension arm? No. What? Don't know what it is we're missing there at the moment. Oh, good. We already had the other lower suspension arm. Class. Never mind. So, what are these attached to? Ah, do I have to put in a wheel hub or an axle or something? Wheel hub bearing. I still can't put the axle. Oh, it's because we've got no gearboxy drive parts to put them onto. So an engine block I4 we require. Engine block I4. Accessible from engine bay, strangely enough. Alright, let's see if we've got anything to put onto this. We've got some stuff. Air filter base, nice. No, already saw I didn't have that. So I can't put the gearbox on yet, so I haven't got any of these other parts in. Crankshaft. As expected, creating the engine is a reverse of removing it. So up and down, up and down. So do we have a crankshaft? No, it's an I4 crankshaft. I4 crankshaft, please. Thank you very much. Ah yes, then we need the crankshaft bearing caps. We've got 2 of those, nice. So 2 of those fellas. So another fella, and they're just normal fellas, crankshaft bearing caps. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. Clickety click, 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 bring it back down. So, pistons, got none of them. 4 pistons with conrods. 4 or 5 of them. 4, yes. Engine head, awesome. Woo. Camshaft, I4, was it? No, just camshaft. Nope, camshaft. 2 of. Engine head cover, yeah, I've got one of them. Awesome. Will require 4 spark plugs. 4 spark plugs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, boy. So ignition coil times 4. Ignition coil times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. That's that done. So then we can stick a gearbox on the side, a flywheel, and so forth. Bring it up in the air. So we need gearbox things. So we need a sensor on that, please. Thank you. We need a flywheel. And a clutch plate. Just buy all those. Yeah. Cool. Gearbox on. Front drive shaft. Oh, we've got one. Awesome. Front drive axle C. Cool. And then that means presumably we can put the... No. How do we... Oh, let's just put the spring on. I'm a little bit of an idiot. A little bit. Just a little bit. Front spring. And then the shock absorber appears. I'm such a tool. There we go. And its little cap, which we don't have either. 2 of these. Right. Good. Right, that's that side done. Over to the side. Spring. And little cap for you too. Alright, awesome. So we are getting there. Do we have an axle this side? No, we have a wheel hub bearing to put in. And then front drive axle C. Front drive axle C, there we go. Bolty. Okay, that's, well, we're getting there. Oil pan I4, can put that on apparently from here. Okay, oil filter I4. Oil filter I4. We need an air filter as well. So, oil filter. Oh, starter motor, can't put that on here. Radiator, no. Okay, so what are we doing under here? Fuck it. Fuck it. Right, so air filter. Let's just finish off some bits here. I've got clips, 2 clips. So I need 2 clip A's. Clips. Oops. Clip A and clip A. What else we got here? Power steering pump. Power steering pump. Is it an I4 jobber? It is. Power steering pump. And what we got here? We got some cam gears. Cam gears. Oh, they can be I6s? No, 1, 2. Just the general one. Yep. And then we got a timing belt. Just an ordinary timing belt. Timing belt. Timing belt cover. Alright. How's that looking? Okay, let's leave it there for now. Just about run out of time, really. Starts getting there. Front half is mostly done, rear half needs a bit of work still. But there we go. So that's our money project, working on that. Working on the money project. Until next time though, it's working on the not being here and doing something else more interesting instead. Goodbye.